This is our condensing unit in the HVAC system. We're over here on the west side of the home. The condensing unit is not level. It's more than 2 degrees out. So a tricky condensing unit. The coils are also dirty. We can read here that it's a 4-ton system. It was manufactured about 14 years ago. It's a 410A refrigerant, and it's fused for 40 amps, which it is. 4-ton system, like I said. So, manufactured 14 years ago. This equipment is engineered on paper to last 20 years. It might last 35, I hope so, but Las Vegas is going to give you 14. 14 years is about how long this equipment lasts in this part of the country. So, at 14 years old, this equipment has done just about everything we ever expected it to do. Now, it was manufactured in a time when 410A was the best refrigerant you could get. It was the good stuff. Well, 410A is no longer manufactured in the United States, no longer imported legally into the United States. Yes, they do have stockpiles of it. Yes, it is becoming expensive. So you have an obsolete system. They don't make some of these parts for this unit any longer. They make the fan, of course, but they don't make the condensing unit. They don't make that. They don't make the coils. They don't make that. They don't make some other things, meters and stuff. They just don't manufacture anything that supports the 410A environment. So it's something to take in consideration. Because it's 14 years old, you're going to have more frequent repairs, and they're going to be encouraged more often to update your system. And the cost of those repairs are going to become more expensive, and at some point, a business decision is going to have to be made. Okay, so that's a 14-year-old system. Now today is 50 degrees outside. I cannot operate this condensing unit for any amount of time. I'm not going to be able to collect any meaningful data about how much heat this condensing unit might rake out of the interior living space. We don't know how it's going to work. We're just going to be able to tell if it's on or off. When you have low temperatures like this, with the constraints that I have, the equipment that's available to me to do my job, it's just an exercise. It's just an exercise. So we're coming along here since 2015. This thing's a little older than this. It's only 14 years old. Since 2015, how about that? Okay, this was 2010. I get it. Alright, since before this. But this insulation is no longer approved. It was when it was installed, no doubt, but it gets hard, brittle, it breaks. Gaps. Our Schrader valve caps, look that up in the dictionary. Okay, but our refrigerant service piping, service valve access caps should be anti-siphon devices. Should be. Not anti-theft devices. They should be anti-theft devices. That should be more rigid insulation. This should be level. It should be cleaned. And of course it's older.